Welcome to Wise Nest Parenting. Ever feel like you're about to lose your cool when your toddler throws a tantrum? You're not alone. Parenting a toddler can sometimes feel like navigating a minefield of meltdowns. It's a common struggle, one that resonates with parents all over the globe. Those little bursts of frustration, the foot stomping, the loud wails, and the flailing arms. They're not just exhausting, but they can also trigger our own anger. It's a challenge that transcends borders and cultures. But why is it so difficult? Why does it incite such strong emotions within us? Well, to start with, it's crucial to understand that toddlers express their feelings through tantrums. At this age, they're just beginning to experience complex emotions, but lack the vocabulary and cognitive abilities to articulate them. So they resort to crying, screaming, and sometimes throwing things around. It's their way of communicating their needs, their discomfort, or their frustration. Therefore, tantrums are a normal part of their development. Now, that doesn't mean it's easy for us, the parents. Our natural instinct is to fix, to soothe, to make it all better. But when our efforts don't yield immediate results, it can lead to feelings of helplessness, frustration, and yes, anger. It's a high-stress situation, and it's okay to admit that it affects us. But here's the thing. It's not just about managing your child's tantrums. It's also about managing your own reactions. Yes, we're talking about anger management in a parenting context. It's about learning to cope with our emotions even when we're in the thick of the storm. It's about finding that balance, that calm within the chaos. Understanding this dynamic is the first step in effectively handling toddler tantrums. We need to remind ourselves that it's okay to feel angry. It's okay to be frustrated. But it's how we respond to these feelings that truly matters. Remember, it's not just about managing your child's tantrums, it's also about managing your own reactions. Now, how can we keep our cool in the heat of a toddler tantrum? Here are some practical, easy to implement anger management tips. Let's start with deep breathing exercises. When the pressure rises, our bodies respond. Our hearts race, our breath quickens, and our muscles tense. Deep breathing is an effective way to reverse these physical reactions. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a count of 3, and then exhale through your mouth. Repeat this exercise for a few minutes, and you'll notice a calming effect. Next up, consider taking a time out. No, not for your child, but for you. When you're in the thick of a tense situation, it can be beneficial to step away for a moment to regroup. This break can provide an opportunity to cool down, gather your thoughts, and approach the situation with a fresh perspective. Thirdly, try using positive self-talk. We all have an internal dialogue running through our heads, and it's essential to keep this conversation positive. Instead of thinking, I can't handle this, reframe it as, this is tough, but I can get through it. Positive self-talk can help you maintain a calm demeanor and respond to your child's behavior more effectively. Practicing empathy is another crucial tool. Remember, your toddler isn't throwing a tantrum to make your life difficult. They're expressing big feelings that they don't yet know how to manage. By putting yourself in their tiny shoes, you can better understand their frustration and respond with kindness and patience. Now, let's talk about modeling good behavior. Our children are always watching and learning from us. If we want them to handle their emotions effectively, we need to show them how. When you model calm, controlled responses, You're teaching your child that it's possible to feel angry without losing control. And lastly, keep your expectations realistic. Toddlers are still learning about the world and their place in it. They're going to have moments of frustration, and that's okay. We can't expect them to behave perfectly all the time, just as we can't expect ourselves to always react perfectly. What we can do is strive to handle these challenging moments with as much grace and patience as we can muster. Remember, managing anger isn't about never feeling frustrated or upset. It's about recognizing these feelings and handling them in a healthy, constructive way. And while it's not always easy, it's a skill that will serve you and your child well in the long run. With these tips in your parenting toolkit, you'll be better equipped to handle those challenging moments with grace and patience. So to recap, we've discussed understanding toddler tantrums and your own reactions to them, and we've provided some practical anger management tips. We've taken a deep dive into the complexities of toddler behavior, helping you to see tantrums not as acts of defiance, but as expressions of frustration or confusion. We've also explored the importance of managing your own reactions. Remember, you are your child's role model. Your response to their tantrums sets the tone for their own emotional regulation. Then, we delved into some practical strategies for managing anger, deep breathing, taking a moment of pause, and seeking support when needed. These tools can help you remain calm and composed, even in the face of a toddler meltdown. In this journey of parenting, it's crucial to remember that you're not alone. There's a whole community out there, ready to support and guide you. Remember, parenting is a journey, not a destination. And every step you take towards managing your anger is a step towards a happier, healthier relationship with your child. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content around parenthood.